1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on. We need to go film the 21st edition of the EDS News.
Oh, let's go.
The first ever day school archery tournament started today, Friday the 26th. The tournament continues tomorrow, Saturday, January 27th. Over 2,000 people are expected throughout the day, and we still need more volunteers. We are seeking help from parents in all school divisions, even if you do not have a student on the archery tournament. Join us tomorrow for this fun, community-wide event and help make history.
Discover What's Next Day has been rescheduled. Our upper school preview night has been rescheduled to Thursday, February 1st due to winter weather. Help us spread the word by inviting students in 8th to 11th grade. Go to the EDS website to easily invite Facebook friends via our Facebook event page.
The 4th grade had their Giving Project Fair on Thursday, January 25th. After borrowing $10 through a business loan from Legacy Bank, 4th graders worked on getting their business started. They sold baked goods, homemade soaps and bath salts, dog treats, bookmarked CDs, raffle items, and much more. The money they earned went to local organizations.
Hi, my name is Berkeley, and it's time for the lower school news. There will be no school on Friday, February 16th during parent-teacher conferences. The school is pleased to offer an alternative for our students in JPK through 4th grade from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Academy Day provides fun and enriching programs on campus for day school students when regular school is not in session. The fee is $50 per student, and each student should bring a lunch. Space is limited. Please register your child by noon on Tuesday, February 13th on the EDS website. Join us next week for more lower school news.
This week on middle school news. Congratulations to Hamza Ramawi winning first place in this year's geography bee against representatives from 4th through 8th grade. His younger brother, Karma Maui, was the runner-up. Another congratulation goes to Elena Meckler, who won the Three Kings postcard contest. The middle school Spanish students are sending all postcards to schools in Puerto Rico where the students were heavily affected by Hurricane Maria. These students are still without power and the students are still without books, school supplies, and uniforms. The Spanish Club is planning to organize an activity to send donations to these students.
And now for this week's edition of High School News. This morning, the NHS held a pancake sale on the upper school commons from 7:15 to 7:50 a.m. Also, if you haven't turned in intercession payments, please do so. The funds are essential to the trip we will be making, so if you have money due, turn it in ASAP. That's all for high school news this week.
And now for this week on upcoming events. On Thursday, February 1st, EDS will host its annual upper school preview night starting at 5 p.m. The Global Day of Play is on Wednesday, February 7th. And on Friday, February 9th at 1:30 p.m. is the Middle School Talent Show Showcase. That's all this week on upcoming events. Tune in next week for more.
This week on sports. On Tuesday, our 5th and 6th grade middle school boys had a home game against St. Bernard. Unfortunately, they lost. On Tuesday, our 7th and 8th grade middle school boys had a home game against St. Bernard. They won. They made it a great last game of the season. Congratulations to our 7th and 8th grade boys. On Thursday, the EDS high school swim team had a competition against Vincennes Lincoln. We're pretty sure they got wet. Today, the EDS high school basketball team has a game against Vincennes Reveille. Junior varsity basketball starts at 5:30 p.m. Our middle school basketball teams have a busy schedule this week and full of games. Visit the day school website for times and locations. Tune in next week for more sports.
And now for this week's edition of What's Hot, the government shutdown. The shutdown began at 12:01 a.m. on Saturday after the senators blocked a short-term funding bill Friday night. Democrats refused to provide the votes needed to reopen the government until they strike a deal with the Republicans protecting young immigrants from deportation, providing disaster relief and funding for other domestic programs. During a shutdown, the government provides what are considered essential services. Essential services include mail delivery, air traffic control, and Social Security payments. The military will also remain in operation throughout the shutdown. Luckily, lawmakers came together and ended the shutdown on Monday. They struck a deal that will fund the government through February 8th. That's all for this week's edition of What's Hot. Tune in next week for more.
And now it's time for this week's action-packed edition of In the Halls, where we put EDS students on the hot seat.
In a one-story pink house, there was a pink person, a pink cat, a pink fish, a pink computer, a pink chair, a pink table, and a pink telephone. What color were the stairs?
There were no stands. It's a one-story house.
There's no stairs because it's a
One-story
one-story
house.
house.
Pink.
You walk into a room with a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. Which do you like first?
The match.
The match.
The match. Candle.
What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries?
A sponge.
A towel.
A cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays for 3 days, then leaves on Friday. How did he do it?
His horse was named Friday.
Oh, the horse's name is Friday.
Rode on a horse.
Beth's mom has 3 daughters. One is called Laura, the other one is Sarah. What is the name of the third daughter?
I don't know.
Beth.
Beth.
Hey 21, we finished the 21st edition of the EDS News. You need to get back to your concert.
Yeah.